I'm just going to go through West Ham's transfers so far this summer. So far we've only had one player come in, that's Mauro Zarate from Vélez. I personally feel he's going to be a very exciting signing. See, there's some discussion about whether this is an Allardyce signing or a Sullivan signing, and whether he will play if he is a Sullivan signing. Although what I would say to that is that you do not have a talent like that just wasting on your bench, and I think what hold him in good stead is he's versatile. Not only can he play up front off Carroll, which is something that Carroll needs, he needs someone feeding off his flick-ons, because he's very good at that, but we're not putting that to use. Or he can play out and out on his own, or he can play just in behind in the Nolan role, or he can play out on the wings. I mean, some people have also questioned his maturity, but he is 27 years old now, so if he was going to mature, he would have by now. So, and we've been linked to Jack Colback. Apparently he's off to Newcastle, but I think he's a good player. He's versatile, but the thing is, at £50,000 a week, I don't think he's I don't think he's worth that amount of wages. There's been quite a few departures. For starters, George McCartney. Now, what I would say about George McCartney is that I, like many, believed he was the weak link in our team. I thought he was finished when he had his injuries last year, but he's come and he's done very well, and he's certainly made us defence look a lot more steadier, because we were really struggling with injuries, and he helped steady the ship. I thought this 3 years since he joined, I thought last year would be a bit too much for him, but he proved me wrong. But who knows? But then again, he is an Asian player, so it may not have been the best thing to do to keep him on, especially if we have got other targets coming in. And also leaving is, of course, Joe Cole. What I would say, it hasn't quite worked out for Joe the second time round, perhaps because of a combination of injuries and the fact that he isn't playing in his preferred position of central attacking midfield behind Carroll. But when he has done, he has tried very hard, and he is still a good player. You can still see that he has shown glimpses of that. He, as I've heard, he's off to Aston Villa. That's the latest that I've heard, and I think that would be a good move for him. It's Premier League football, and an opportunity to play for a young side that are building. And if he plays in his preferred position behind Benteke, I think that could be very dangerous for some sides. And obviously, I think some people are, some fans are complaining about Joe Cole and his desire and work rate at West Ham, about how he only came back for one final payday. About how he's not a club legend, but I think he is. I mean, he did come back, and that game against Manchester United, his debut, was probably one of the best at Upton Park in recent years. So I, for one, I'll be giving him a cheer when he comes back when Villa come to Upton Park. Another departure is Jack Collison. Again, Collison, another player who came through our youth academy that's been released. Collison showed a lot of potential when he came through the first team, but again, with injuries, it just wasn't to be. Although what I would say about Jack is that he's got a tremendous work rate, and having met him, he's a nice lad. And it just wasn't to be, but he has got a lot of effort in him, and if Diame had half the heart that Jack Collison has, Diame might well get his move to Liverpool. For one, which Jack the best, and Jack just epitomises everything about West Ham, really. He's had some terrible luck, both on and off the pitch, but he's always come back stronger, raring to go, looking to get football, and it just hasn't happened for him. But his farewell letter was some very emotional stuff, and it just goes to show that some footballers are people, and he's not like other footballers I know who they do charitable stuff and let the media hear about it because they want to look good. Jack doesn't. When Jack does it, it's no big charade. He just does it because he's a nice person. So good luck for the future, Jack, and hopefully we see you again at Upton Park. Hopefully you find a Premiership club. And the latest is the Matt Taylor situation, I hear. he's rejected a contract on lower terms, which is fair enough, really. Why would you, in any job, want to stay on for lower terms? But I really do hope he stays because of this. Like, we miss Gary. The same happened to Gary O'Neill last year, and we missed him. So, my message to the board is sign up Matt Taylor for a 1-year contract. Anyway, that was my first upload. Thanks for watching.